Hey, how you doing, man? Najee here from NajeeShaw.com. Today, I want to share with you and discuss about the idea of this thing called abundance. And funnily, when I just started recording this video, this memory come to mind. When I was very young, I came across this book. My dad passed it to me. Said somebody passed it to him. And this book, I don't remember the name of the book, but I remember a part of the when I read it. I'm more than 10 years old, and when I read it, there's a section saying that where I repeated to myself, health and wealth are flowing freely into me, into my life. There's abundance flowing into me. Health and wealth are flowing freely from the universe into my life. And I remember this really well. Weirdly, that just came to mind. And that wasn't planned for. I want to share with you about abundance because oftentimes I hear and experience people saying, it's a binary game. It's a zero sum game. If I win, you must lose. If you win, I must lose. And that's a binary zero sum game. Um, that has its role because it's quite practical on a very hyper localized standpoint. The example of binary is that let's say there's one client who wants to buy chicken rice and I sell chicken rice, and there are two competitors selling chicken rice. So if the client buys chicken rice from me, they won't buy from those two. From a hyper local single transaction perspective, that is true, it's zero sum, right? But you must also consider that there is a lot more variables. What happens if this client buy tomorrow, buy 20 packets from the next person? Then does it mean I've lost 19 packets? And say week after buy from the third person, chicken rice, two packet. So the binary mindset, the zero sum mindset applies only when one person or when that person is very focused on the short-term transactional perspective. That means that if I lose, you must win. You win, I must lose. Those kind of way. But however, I think as a creator, that there's abundance everywhere. I don't know how to tell you this feeling. Maybe it's that when I was 10 years old, I recited that health and wealth and abundance flowing freely into my life. Maybe that's ingrained in me. Maybe. But let's consider this, right? Say the example of chicken rice again. If the person buys chicken rice from me today and next week buy 20 from the B and the week after buy 4 or 2 from C, does it mean one of us won, one of us lost? No. It just means that the person wanted to try a different one, wanted to buy a different one, a different. Just it could be based on any reason. It could be based on they just felt like it. They like a particular they taste better. What happened if we take these three examples and we extended it throughout the year? Out of maybe 52 weeks in a year, the same client bought a total of 200 packets from me, from the vendor B, they bought 300, and vendor C they bought 400. Right? And there's just one client, one buyer. What happened? This buyer told his friend, told his family, and they all try different things and at different days. And that's always, it never ends, right? It's always more than enough. So I do not subscribe at all to the binary game or the zero sum game. To a certain extent, yes. Well, from a very hyper local singular transaction here and there. I can't take everything. I can't win everything because people market chooses. But I've been here long enough to see that there's abundance everywhere. And that's the reason when, I was about to leave one of my careers, one of my businesses then. And then when they wanted me to stay, the higher ups wanted me to stay, they told me, Nigel, hey, are we going to give you your checkbook to this company and then you can draw as much as you want up to the extent of the company, right? So there's like a blank check version, right? But I said, no, there's no need. No need at all. Because I'm not stuck to the idea that abundance will come from this group of jokers. Abundance comes from God. It's everywhere, right? So The reason why I want to share in this video to you is that to highlight that there's a lot of abundance everywhere. Abundance is where there is a state of more than enough money, more than enough time, more than enough generosity, kindness. It's a stage and state within your heart and mind where you know there is always more than enough. There's always more than enough. But I think it's hard. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you are in a gold mine and then you see gold nuggets all around and you say, wow, 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 I can see the gold nuggets. Then you start digging. Then you know that, oh, this place is full of gold nuggets. It's full of money, right? What happens if these nuggets can't be seen? What happens if these gold nuggets are right now all around us in the form of, say, ideas, execution, consistency? To a certain extent, luck, right? What happened? I can assure you that the world is a big place, that there's a lot of abundance around. Yes, you may be born in a very poor family or a war-torn country. That one we cannot control. We cannot control where we are born, who we are born to, right? But what you can control your mind. You can control your hands and your feet. You can control your heart and your mouth as you speak. You can control your actions. And I want to assure to you and challenge you that test me on this thing called abundance. Go out there and work. Work hard. Eat shit, work hard. Put as your heart and soul into it for 5, 10, 15 years. If you do not become wealthy, or at least above average by working like hell, then you can prove me wrong, right? But anybody today who works hard, pursue abundance, pursue good success, will have above average life. In fact, you should be able to attain way above that. Of course, the word abundance means different thing to different people. To some is to earn 50,000 a year and then have the time to spend with their children, with their family, traveling. To some, it may be 100,000 a year, 6 figures, right? To some, it may be a 7-figure business. To some, it may be a multi-million dollar business or deals. To some, maybe going IPO. Whatever abundance means to you, it's up to you to define what abundance is. But for me, I will remind you and reiterate again, abundance is everywhere, everywhere, everywhere in the world. No matter where you are, there's opportunities, there's ideas. Do not be fearful. When your, let's say, a certain company come to you and say, we want to offer you this for 10 years, work with us for 10, 20, 30, 50 years. Then maybe you go IPO and you become very rich. Or, work for 20 years and you get a golden handshake. Always ask, what is your intention? What are their intention? I've known so many people, right, that they get sucked into companies that promise them that they're going to go IPO or going to go public, and then that's when they're going to get really, really rich. And then these same companies decide not to go IPO, and then what happened? What happened? Nothing. Yes, sometimes we follow the wrong person. That happens. If that's the case for you, learn from it. And remember, there's abundance. One door closed, another door open. However, you must remember, abundance is everywhere. Do not be shackled in because of fear. There's a lot more wealth to be made. There's a lot more good things to be experience in the world, and we can do it in a good way. You don't have to, cheat, lie, scam, or defraud others for that, like how certain companies do. I mean, good luck to them, and I wish that they find out about Jesus soon. You know, um, but for you, don't fear. There's abundance everywhere. God has made this world to be abundant, abundant, abundant. I cannot tell how abundant you want to be, or how abundant is to you. It's for you to decide and define and determine. Really, it's up to you, right? So today, ruminate, meditate, and think about the word abundance. There's more than enough everywhere, 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 no matter where you are. So today, that's all I want to share on abundance. I want to say, God bless you. You take care. Think about abundance, and may you be blessed in all you do. Take care. See you guys. Bye.